Since we have the movie camera out to take pictures of the operation, this would be a real easy time to go through the basic operation of the controller itself. Since we have the movie camera out to do a quick demo of the operation of the filler, this would be a good opportunity to do a real quick, this is how we use the controller demonstration. The controller has 2 speeds for fast and slow operation of the vibrator. There's a manual off auto mode selector switch here, the start auto single switch, pull on, push off, a manual discharge push button that operates in the manual mode, and manual feed fast and slow, which operates in the manual mode. To put the unit into operation, for example, if we wanted to put it into the manual mode of operation, we would switch to manual. That will close the discharge gate here. If I want to discharge, I can press the discharge button. If I want to feed slow, I hold it over here. The spring returns to center, like a jog. If I want to just blow the product through the system, I can just turn it over on here to fast and maybe hold the discharge gate open at the same time so I can just blow the product through. That's how we would use the scale in the manual mode. If I want to use it in the automatic mode, I would make sure that my pull on, push off emergency stop switch is pulled on. I switch to the auto mode here, and I have a choice to either start a single net weight fill or auto repeat. The way that I have this set up now is to simulate the machine where we've got an external input held closed all the time for discharge. So in other words, as soon as we fill, we discharge. So I'll just put it into the single mode, which is a spring return to center switch, starts the fill, starts the discharge, and then that's it. If I want to put it in the auto repeat start, I toggle over into this direction, and it will just auto repeat over and over and over again until I either mash the pull on push off emergency stop or take it out of the auto start mode. So we've started, we'll start one, I take it out of the auto start mode, it will go ahead and complete that and stop. So that's the basic operation of the front panel. You speed it up, slow it down. Currently we have fast set all the way at 10 and slow set at 5 on the vernier dials, and at this settings we're getting about 10 packages or 10 drafts per minute. We'll look inside real quick as far as how you are going to end up wiring this. The load cell cable is going to wire on the A to D board, and if you can get a color of the color code here, that's the color code that you'll be wiring up to. This is pin number 1, this is pin number 8. Otherwise, the only other wiring that has to be done is 2 wires to hook up the vibratory feeder, 2 wires, and of course I hope you'll do a better job than we did in just setting this up for test simulation, but 2 wires for the gate solenoid, and 2 wires, in this case it's a jumper, which will be the input from your device calling for the scale to discharge. So real simple terminations, 6 wires down here, the load cell cable up here, you're ready to go. To set the unit up for operation, the keystrokes are very simple. You want to make sure that you're in an off mode somewhere. You go to enter your preset, you go select, preset, enter. The 0 preset is the discharge point where we say that's the end of discharge. I say that's 1 ounce. This is reading out by hundredths, or actually 2/100ths of an ounce in this particular case. I've got it set for 1. My target weight is 4.2 ounces minimum, nothing less than 4.2. Enter. That takes care of that. The 0 push button's fairly easy. Since it's off 0, we'll just go ahead and take care of that. Get it into the gross weight mode. Okay, now we're on 0, and you can tell that by the little light here. To enter your slow speed, you go select, dribble, enter, and I've got it to switch from fast feed to slow feed at 0.9 ounces before preset. In other words, 0.9 ounces before 4.2 ounces. In this particular setup, you may think, well, boy, that's switching really early. But remember, this wall of product is falling over and will ultimately end up in the scale before the effect of the slow feed drive takes place. The longer your slow feed and the slower the slow feed, the more accurate your system is going to be. Technically, you can probably get this guy to hit within 0.02, 0.04 ounces plus or minus all the time. But if you want speed, and because your tolerance is so big, you can cram the product through. We seem to be hitting within basically 0.1 ounce plus or minus. And that is the operation of the machine as quickly as I can describe it. If you have something that goes wrong, I don't know what it might be, like you start a batch and you don't want to finish it, you turn this off, press reset. When I'm not in the setup mode, let's get out of here. And let's go ahead and start one. Auto, single, here we go. I stop in the middle. I want to abort from here, press reset. It asks me if I want to reset. The only answer is enter. Any other key, it won't reset, it'll just fall back out of there. So that's, and I want to go to the manual mode to get rid of whatever I've got in there, and we're ready to go again. That's it.